It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind. Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, my ego diary political, my ego don't come, this one not the off in mind, my ego don't come, and in the touchlight every corner, my ego don't come. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, my ego diary political, my ego don't.
This is Lara community, Lagos State. I know many of you come from different places, north, east, south, and the rest, even southwest, Ogun State, Oyo, and the likes. And you are here in Lagos State. You are doing your business peacefully. Nobody is disturbing you. When you finish your business every day, you go to your various locations where you reside. Sleep there, take your money there, the next day you come here. Nobody has been disturbing you. It is because of what? It is because the people of Bara are peace-loving people. It is because Lagos State is okay. If Lagos State is not okay, many of you will not be able to come. If Lagos State is not okay, some will come and immediately they will run back to their states and say, that place is a no-go area. Even as we are talking in Lagos State, there are some parts of Lagos State that you cannot even stay anyhow. Before you know it, people will do any sort of things. But here, people of Etios and Bara in particular, we are peace-loving. We accommodate everybody. I know many people. This Baba has been with us for a very long years. I know so many people that come here as child like this. Now they have built houses in Lagos State. They have built houses in their country, in their states, and every other place. They are doing businesses. It is because Lagos State is okay. Look at Igbadebo. Look at Timba. Look at so many other people. But we do not disturb. We have been accommodating, we have been playful, we have been friends with you all the time. But this time around, as you have been benefiting from us, we also want to benefit from you this time around. And that's the only thing that can cause problem between yourself and us. Because as I said, we have been mandated to
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary ayédi number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Hello there.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí. Máyégún Diary na ibi nọ́mbà one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends and tell them that Mayegun today, I've got loads of goodies for you to peruse tonight. And as we are going from one part to another, we will be establishing everything that is actually wrong with Nigeria. Put it that way. I mean, read the caption of the broadcast. Read the description of the broadcast as well. Sit back, okay? Relax when I start bringing them all to you one by one. What do you think will happen if Sanwoolu loses in Lagos? Also, what do you think will happen when Sanwoolu wins his re-election or whatever happens, right? What do you think will happen? We'll talk about them tonight. Akiolu is back to Lagos. Like somebody who just returned from the World Cup. That's how he said he feels. He said, I feel like I just won a World Cup. When he presented a certificate of return as the president-elect of Nigeria. World Cup in Lagos. There is this bigotry going around, and it seems that day by day, it continues to get worse and worse, and it has become so ridiculous that even people are beginning to believe them. Yes, the Yorubas versus Igbos, only on election time. Yeah, it is about to take a worse turn. I'll take you through the whole journey tonight. Thank you. So, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. There is this trouble looming, and all I smell is people who have hit the rock bottom. Now, people used to say that there seems to be a level of low that APC, Egbekegbe, can go whenever they are desperate, especially for power. But a lot feels like, no, there are some levels they won't go. But for those who have been watching them, especially during this old charade called elections, how they have thrown common sense into the bin. And they have put on the gowns of shamelessness, including that of it and what do you call it? Tribal division. But let me tell you something. There is something called divide and rule. I have never seen, or should I say, 2023 brings back the memory of 2014, 2015. Listen, a lot of you who are so shocked, embarrassed with the level of vile hate and then division that is circulating all over their election and their campaigns in Nigeria, especially from APC, the different propaganda that are so divisive and all that, using tribe, religion, and others, right, to keep everyone divided. It started from 2014, 2015 when these guys were coming on. The division of 2015 is what has left Nigeria fractured, divided. Then the worst governor, the bad leadership, terrible government all over Nigeria has also contributed to the growth of different agitators across Nigeria. That, no, we are done. We don't want to be part of this anymore. Bad governance. But APC, They thrive in chaos. They thrive in division. And if it has to lead to violence as well, you are welcome. They will give it to you. Right? So APC, Egbekegbe, that introduced tribal, religious, and every other division. You know how they are doing it. Right now, there is one important election for them. Lagos State. The golden goose that laid the golden cash that Tinubu used in rigging election in Nigeria. They're not going to give it up. I know there is pressure to as we speak. But in my own inner mind of the mind, I still believe that they are going to rig Sanwoolu back. All of this effort, the rigging you saw last week, it will be a child's play to what you are going to see that Saturday. Because it is like the lifeline, the pension wallet of the rogues who have captured Lagos for 24 years. How did they do it? Divide and rule. Divide and rule, let me tell you how that works. If I come here and I say, all of you, let's say we have 4 categories of people. Okay, let's group ourselves into 4. This particular group, we'll call them the torch bearers. Their own, everything about them is to bear torch. Then the second group, let's call them the axe bearers. You know the axe that you used to cut things, So people in that group, they are axe holders and bearers. Group 3, let's call them the wool bearers. So the wool bearers, in group 3, everything about them is about wool, anything wool, linen, clothing and all that. Sure you get. Then the 4th group, let's call them the broom bearers. They are always, everything about them is about brooms. Meanwhile, they all want something in common. They want good life. They want safety. They want security. And they want every other thing that you can wish for. Nobody is interfering with anybody. Okay? Now, if you that is meant to give them that, if you fail in giving them, if they are united, they can deal with you. How do you keep them divided? Very easy. In a poorly managed country like Nigeria, it is so easy. All you have to do is to say, call the axe bearers. All right? And then I tell them, you have an information for them. They must be very careful of the broom bearers, because the broom bearers are planning to come and take their axes away, so they will have nothing. Then you also go to the wool bearers, and then you say the same thing to them. So all you have to do is to make them suspect one another. You are coming to take my thing. We know that, I know that you are coming. Even though there is no point, there is actually no sign from any part that anyone is interested in either your wool, your axe, or your broom. So when you are busy, worried about the broomers coming to take away your wools, when would you have time to face the people who are denying you the real life? That's what APC has been doing for a very long time. Divide and rule. Christian versus Muslims. Igbo versus Yoruba. Hausa versus Yoruba. Igbos versus Fulani. And the rest of that. And there are people who have made sure that they have leveraged on these divisive rhetorics. What do I mean by that? In favor of the establishment who is the master of the divide and rule. If you are loyal to us, we'll make sure they don't take your axe away. But the people who are actually interested in taking your broom, your wool, your axe, and every other thing you have away are the same people who are telling you to be careful of others, of what they have. So today in Lagos, in their desperation, they told you that Tinubu just gambled Lagos. It wasn't a big deal. It was just like, you know, for him to be the president. That is contentious right now. And in fact, that is taking away the result, the outcome of the election has taken away legitimacy from Akiolu and Tinubu and his camp. You get what I mean? It's like when you stole something and then you are always suspicious that people are coming for you, or people don't like you, they hate you because of what you stole from them. Do you get that? However, he has returned back to that same Lagos. It was in that same Lagos when he got beaten. I told you that the mistake they made that shocked all of us on what happened in Lagos, that it was so difficult for them to rig. And we also said one of their technique of keeping Lagos under bondage, using threats of Agberos and the rest of them, is just to ensure that you don't come out. If you don't come out to challenge them, they can take all the time in the world and write whatever they want to write. But you see what happened last on the 25th of February? It actually shocked them. And this has now thrown them into a complete lunatic rage. They have completely lost it. Somebody came out, a Lagosian, the same tribal, like, why don't they just discuss competence and everything among themselves without having to throw in your mama na Igbo, you are not a real Yoruba, your papa na Fulani, you are not a real Yoruba, and the rest of all of that, yeah? But because that is what sells well. Tell Yorubas, the Igbos are coming to take your properties. The Igbos are coming to take over your land. And then you begin to ask yourselves, which of the lands are they coming to take? Are they going to make laws, or are they going to give them guns and they will take over? No. They have to speak that into your mind. They have to make you feel like you have no mind of your own. Even if they are sounding so desperate. It got to a point whereby anybody who is not a member of APC, in Lagos State, is not a Lagosian. To the point that somebody who is a personal assistant, a senior special assistant to the governor of Lagos State, led this particular protest in Lagos Island. You see this boy wearing a black hat, I have been told, is the son of that man. His name is Jubril Gawat, okay? Now, this bunch of, political Oshins who are living off being political slaves. They are rewarded for being political slaves, right? You see this boy, I've been told that he is the son to that man. If you kind of lived in Lagos in the late 90s and early 2000s, right? The early millennium, you remember that man called Gawat. Every Ramadan period, the one that is always kind of giving a gift when people call in early in the morning for, when they are doing the sari. You know that man that went missing, that they didn't discover his body till date. They said in Tinubu's way of recruiting the children of the enslaved in Lagos, right? they rewarded this boy with senior special assistant to the governor of Lagos State on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok matters. Now, look on your right. Look on your right. You know what prompted this rally? This is the rally to show that what happened on the 25th of February. Yeah, that Labour Party routed everybody, every one of them in their different polling, including Lagos Island. That it is an insult. They have gone so mad that they have done so many behind the scene threats here and there. They have opened up different fake social media profiles whereby some people are saying Lagos is no man's land. Do you know that the genesis of Lagos is no man's land? It's not from the Igbos at all. This came as part of the APC propaganda for a long time now. And usually they pop up during elections. Okay? When people will remind them that, listen, if we have to put all things into consideration, you see this Lagos, it is like the melting pot of what Nigeria is meant to be as a former capital of the country. Also, politically, it was strategically empowered by the faulty Nigeria system that failed to open up other, other supposedly seaports across the southern Nigeria. This was politically and strategically put in place like that. Okay? But nevertheless, Lagos is Yoruba land. By the virtue of the location of Lagos, the people, the original Lagosians, the Aworis, the Ilajes, the Ijebus. Now, here is where the story of Lagos gets interesting. When Lagos was Lagos, then, as a small colony that's so close to the ocean, right? So the colonial masters that picked Lagos colony, then there was no Lagos state. You see, Ikorodu, all those areas like Mushin, Shomolu, Fadeyi, and all those areas, right? From the beginning, they were not naturally from Lagos. Until when the expansion got in, that's what make Ijebus as partly the owners of Lagos today, because Ijebu land is part of Lagos today, as well as so many other lands. And that in itself will make you see how other tribes from Yoruba land are strategically located in what is today's Lagos state. Well, let's slow down. Are you with me? Let's take a bit of a step backward a bit. Okay? A Lagos for years that has had different non-Yorubas as administrator of the city. Abi, for so many years until Tinubu and gang came up. So when they start trying to arrogate the existence of Lagos to Tinubu, that is when people remind them that how could Tinubu that comes from Iragbiji Osun be actually the owners of Lagos? Where are the real Lagosians? By then, they have succeeded in turning the real Lagosians into playing the second fiddle. For those who complied, they didn't complain. For others who didn't comply, they have been politically excommunicated. Now, for some reason, the threat they are actually facing right now is that there are real Lagosians, true, who are tired of them. A week or so ago, the same narrative was spread everywhere. And with their different fake social media handles, with different fake names, including Igbo names. So they are able to implanted the hate that they wanted in so many other Yorubas who are up to now are unable to actually ask themselves, okay, hang on. If they say, if any other person or any other political party takes over Lagos, how come it is only the Igbos are the target when you have over 300 ethnic nationalities that make up the entire population of Lagos? Why are they the real target? It didn't work last week. Well, it seems that it's going to work this time because the intensification of the hatred has now gone beyond just the APC, who have been the orchestrator of this whole thing. You are now seeing Yorubas who ordinarily don't really like Tifnumbu. They are now asking questions like, did you hear that they said that if especially that Labour Party, that Gbadebo, these guys have become so blinded, right? To the point that they don't even give a damn. Not most all of them that are actually non-Lagosians themselves. So, they are now saying it to the face of the real Lagosians that they are not Yorubas. They're not even saying they are not Lagosians only. They are saying they are not Yorubas. Unfortunately, from testing the pulse of the people right now, a lot of Yorubas are actually angry with them. But do you know there are also Yorubas who are also feeling concerned? And I'm saying this tonight because I've actually heard from some Yorubas who are like, Mayegun, did you hear that? Is it true that? And I'm like, did you believe that? I was like, yeah. They said that the moment Labour Party takes over Lagos, is going to sack all of the Yorubas working for government in Lagos and is going to employ all Igbos. And then the Igbos are going to take over all of the land in Lagos. I said, which of them do you think they are going to take? I've got my own house in Lagos. I mean, almost my entire family. I have properties scattered all across Lagos. All of them lamenting, complaining of what Tifnumbu has now turned that Lagos into, and the rest of all the clans of criminals that has been able to hold grip onto the whole state. So does that mean that the Igbos are going to take my papa house there in Ketu? Or they're going to take that my family land there in Ikorodu? Which of them? Or they're going to go to this my other family land and properties there in Okokomaiko and everywhere that we actually have? Or is that the one in Bariga or Shomolu? But these are the questions you are not asking yourself, right? Now take a look at this image again. It's called desperation. My Lagos, not your Lagos. You are here because of your business. Do you get that hate now? My Lagos. This is not your Lagos. For a political party, a government, that since they have been ruling Lagos, they know that Lagos comprises of a lot of people from different backgrounds, and none is there forcing or taking anybody's land, taking anybody's job or business. But politics came, and look at this young man. Now, this hatred of my Lagos, not your Lagos. You get that? Also, in their desperation, a supposed government Andu on Twitter tweeted this. Yeah? Also, and this whole thing, right, is just to make the Yorubas scared. But when we check what happened on the 25th of February, now the Yorubas actually populated those ballot boxes. So the one they burned, the one they tore, and the ones they forged, they are mostly the vote of the Yorubas. So which means they didn't get it yet. Somebody dropped this on online. Said, when they tell you that the enemies of Yorubas are the Igbos or anybody they want to blame, you can actually put this before them. When they killed the young people in Lagos. They probably told themselves that they killed Igbos, therefore nobody died. Yeah? When, a lot of questions are being asked. Okay? So one of the reasons is the last one. That if they say Lagos State is generating 50 billion every month, how much of this is going into private pocket of Tinubu and others? And how much of this is going into helping the communities that actually generated the fund? They are not answering the right questions. And that is why they are churning out threats after threats. This is the particular one they made before they got trounced, beaten Balabulu, when the threat didn't actually work. Take a listen at the horrible, horrible rhetoric coming from this lazy Angaron, and they are going to put all of that on. We are doing all of this because we want to save Yoruba land. I'm coming back to that too. Let's go back to that recorded content.
This is Bara community, Lagos State. I know many of you come from different places, north, east, south, and the rest, even southwest, Ogun State, Oyo, and the likes. And you are here in Lagos State. You are doing your business peacefully. Nobody is disturbing you. When you finish your business every day, go to your various locations where you reside. Sleep there, take your money there. The next day you come here. Nobody has been disturbing you. It is because of what? It is because the people of Bara are peace-loving people. It is because Lagos State is okay. If Lagos State is not okay, many of you will not be able to come. If Lagos State is not okay, some will come and immediately they will run back to their states and say, that place is a no-go area. Even as we are talking in Lagos State, there are some parts of Lagos State that you cannot even stay anyhow. Before you know, people will do any sort of things. But here, people of Etios and Bara in particular, we are peace-loving. We accommodate everybody. I know many people. This Baba has been with us for a very long years. So I know so many people that come here as child like this. Now they have built houses in Lagos State. They have built houses in their country, in their states, and every other place. They are doing businesses. It is because Lagos State is okay. Look at Igwe here. Look at Timba. Look at so many other people. But we do not disturb you. We have been accommodating, we have been playful, we have been friends with you all the time. But this time around, as you have been benefiting from us, we also want to benefit from you. This time around. And that's the only thing that can cause problem between yourself and us. Because as I said, we have been mandated to talk to you. If we have not called you to continue to be peaceful, for Etios to continue to be peaceful, for people, all of you in Bara, to continue to live peacefully and be doing your business, and for Nigeria as a whole. Because let us look at it. Since 1999, when people are talking that it is Tinubu that remodeled Lagos State, some other people are saying trash. We know how Lagos was before 1999. Many of you that have been to Ajegule, many of you that have been to Bariga, you know how all those places are. They are slums. Many that have been in Mushi, those places are slums. Many that have been in Ladipo is even a noble area there. But look at all those places today. It is because somebody has done the groundwork for Lagos to continue to exist and progress all the time, daily and daily. And that's why many people are coming. I can say that before anybody in Nigeria thinks of going abroad, the first thing of coming to Lagos. Is that not so? They will first think of coming to Lagos. When they are able to make some living and not money, they will not say, yes, at least I have tried. Let me go to US. Let me go to London. Let me go to so many other places. It is because the people of Lagos State are accommodating. The government of Lagos State are doing what is right. I don't want to talk about other states. What I want to tell you, and I know, as he has said, that those of you that has PVCs, some I know many of you have it, and you don't want to tell us that you have it. What we are going to do, because I know that some of you may not be voting here, but you'll be voting in different other places. For you to continue to do business here, we must see who you voted for. We must see it, yo. We must see it. And when you are voting, you have your phone. You can snap the party you voted for. It is secret ballot. You collect you do your. We must see it, yo. We must see it. And when you are voting, you have your phone. You can snap the party you voted for. It is secret ballot. You collect you do your bimodal, you take your card, you vote. When you vote, snap where you voted for. If you did not see APC there, you are in trouble. We will fight. Tell your daughter to snap it for you. Yes. I don't know, but what we are saying, this is not a trend. Let me tell you, it's not a trend, so we are telling you the facts. If you think you want to do your own way, do it. We are not agreeing with you. It's not a trend, so wherever you are doing your business, you are able to feed your family, your wife, and send your children to school. Whatever they do in that place, you have to do it. Because if those people did not accommodate you, you won't be able to stay there and be doing your business. And that's what we are telling you. If you want to continue to do your business here and do it peacefully, harmoniously, and take the gains to your states, do what you want to do. Do what we have asked you to do. Go to the party that we have been going. Unlike before, we do go and beg. Please, please, please. We are not begging this time around. We are not begging. What we are saying is just the fact. It's just the fact. Except you feel that you are okay with whatever you have done in fact, and you are going to another place. You all know how bad it is.
Shengbo. Now, that's there is more. Sure, you get from where that comes from. Oh, there is more. But let me tell you, it is being taken even further now. When people tell you that somebody said, Mayegun, let's leave politics aside. Some Igbos, that they overdo too. What is overdue? Labour Party is not an Igbo party, Abi na Abga. The people that are contesting, the person that is contesting that wants to be governor of Lagos State, is he an Igbo man? Okay. So, if you have done so well that you have actually cut out the Igbos that as you have done during the elections, they have done. So, which means even the Yorubas don't like them. Now, here is where some of you like to create scenarios. Okay? Let me tell you something, everyone. If you haven't been to Lagos, okay, let me tell you about Lagos a little bit. You see that Lagos, where you see every house you see in Lagos, mostly are owned by individuals, not mostly by government, okay? In that same Lagos, every business you see around are through everyone's whatever, source of funding and the rest. Don't attach them to government funding as well. So you see government in Lagos State, from time immemorial, especially from Tinubu's time, what they do is that they are just rent takers. You get that? So it's a system of do what you can, okay? As long as you are acknowledging the state, you are free. Now, here is what that means. The owners of houses in Lagos, they are government on their own. Okay? Government doesn't doesn't really help anybody living in Lagos when it comes to housing, rent, or anything. You are on your own. So the landlords can do whatever they like. Whatever, they can do fuck all. Okay? Now, you see on the streets, where people are meant to be making legitimate businesses, trading and all of that, on that same street, because there's no government for real, other than rent takers and rent seekers, people have now formed caucuses, like groups, armed, dangerous groups, who are outside the government, are also rent takers too, on that same system called Lagos. So government doesn't touch them too, like the landlord. So they can do fuck all. They can do whatever they want. So as long as everybody is getting whatever they want, hang on, I want to fix something before I continue about that story, okay? Give me a sec. Don't go anywhere.
Those that knows me, please, we want you to be our friend. That is why we are making this call. As it is now, I'm going to ask a question. Who already had a PVC? Who has made a recapturing of his PVC and has not collected? Okay, let's start from who has it now. PVC. Can you please put your hands up? Your PVC with you.
Maybe not with you presently,
You have a PVC. Let me see your hand. Even if it's not here now, we are sure you are going to bring it. Yes. If you don't have it now, but you can bring it maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. Okay, if you know you have a PVC, just raise your hand.
Anthony, where the boy?
Coming to that. So, which means in that Lagos, there is actually no special privilege for anybody. You are on your own. Okay? Just do whatever you can to survive. So, when we talk about thugs, street thugs, Agbero in Lagos, no be only Yoruba be Agbero. There are Igbos in Lagos who are Agbero. There are Hausas, Fulanis, Northerners, Southerners, Easterners, Deltans, and everybody from everywhere in Nigeria. You will see them. It depends on where and where you want to go. Just choose anywhere. And to the government of Lagos, to the political party of Tinubu, they are not identifying anybody as Igbo or Yoruba. You know, if you are hearing the name like Nayam, give me some of these popular Agberos in Lagos, dead or alive. Give me some names. I know about Nayam. I know about this other guy. Came to my head, but you know what I mean. So you have to do whatever you can to create and carve a niche for yourself. So Tinubu and gang, all they need is that your base? Are you the one controlling that place? Oh yeah, come on board. Oh yeah. No, I'm not talking about the ones who are Yorubas. I'm talking about the ones who are like Igbos that you know, that are not even Igbos, non-Yorubas, who are Agberos in Lagos, dead or alive. Give me some names. Sure, you get who are not from Lagos. At the same time, they are non-Yorubas. But to Tinubu, they are useful. Whether you are Igbo, Agbero, whether you are this or that. But you know something is this. In that chaotic place called Lagos, APC is able to maintain order by doing something called just do your thing. That's exactly what Lagos is all about. Just do your thing. Okay? Whether you want to do it on the Bomboy, God bless you. Now Bomboy in Muferoti. Especially Bomboy, very popular as well. He's not a Yoruba. He's very prominent, very, very influential. The Yorubas are those who are behind him too. Number two, number this or that. So this is the life of Lagos. Okay? Now, everyone who has lived in Lagos knows this. The only threat to Yorubas in Lagos are most of those children of the homeowners in Lagos that are waiting for their parents to die so that they can sell the houses, sell the lands, sell whatever they can sell, throw parties, marry more wives. Some will be in hotel for months until the money is gone. Then you see them at different junctions collecting money here and there. And then they will say, that boy, in papa, almost and gudu niye. You know, that's almost that Baba Samos and Gudu we get 200 Molue in the 80s, 70s. He has about 21 houses. Now, one of his son be that. He has about 10 wives. What happened to all the why is the boy now Agbero? Oh, they have sold all the properties, they've shared the money, all the children. Guess those who are now buying those properties from them? The people who are also in Lagos, working and then making their own living in that Lagos. The threat to Yorubas, those are the Yorubas, those are the real threats. There is nobody that will tell you that an Igbo man, be anybody from non-Yoruba in Lagos state of Nigeria today has walked into anybody's property, forged the signature, and kicked them out of their houses. Guess those who are selling lands? Guess those who are selling their family houses? Guess those who are now homeless? Guess those who are now living poor in the land that their own parents also came to, made and worked and toiled and left something. So if you see anybody that is making any threats against anybody, trying to find any excuses, to look for somebody to blame for anything, they are those losers from Yoruba land. What are you afraid of? The only person that can actually come in the middle of the night, chase you out of your land because they have found some new investor to take over your land from you and won't do anything in return. They have always been the APC. You remember this woman? That's a woman that is speaking Yoruba very fluently. She's a Yoruba woman. Let me see. There are tens of thousands of people like her who have been chased away from their lands. They have been chased away from their homes. They have demolished all their homes. Nobody care about them. That is that Lagos. And I bet you there are so many more like that. So if anybody tells you that Igbos are coming to, these young people, the obedient, who are Yorubas in Lagos themselves, you are seeing them everywhere. You are calling them Omuale. You are calling the victims of Tinubu's misrule, APC, ACN, AC, their misrule of 24 years. You are gaslighting them. You are telling them that for them not supporting Tinubu makes them Omuale. Hello? Like, some of you don't even know that. Following that route, following that path, following that kind of a path is what will finally bury you. That is why you must have a very strong rigging formula. Because what I have experienced, what I have seen so far is that you have actually annoyed people with the level you have taken this. They were asking Sanwoolu all about, what is done. Come and give account. You turned around. You turned your campaign into a tribal war campaign. That's what you have done, You have done more damages to whatever is left of a drowning APC. Kalu was back in Lagos. And they said we lost Lagos. They said I lost Lagos. We didn't lose anything. We won a majority of the House of Rep. We won the majority of the Senate. So what is losing there? And I also won the presidency. But you didn't win them. You got trounced. You got beaten. You falsified figures. And up to now, we are yet to see any single polling unit won by APC, to see a single video of, let's even say, okay, una APC, now this polling unit you won, make the video, authentic video. There is no single video of anywhere, not even a single one. We have seen thousands of videos of what happened in Lagos live. But the panic, the tension, is tougher than that of them wanting to be president. Abi? So the children, I mean, this, what do you call this, obedient, they said, we are taking over Lagos. And you, my brother, that knows if you have been to Lagos, so I'm talking to you. Because I know they have fed, no, it's all right. It's okay. I know they have fed you with enough hate already, okay? It's all right. There's no point in trying. I'm not trying to convince you, okay? Emima convince you, bigotti. When at the end of the day, all of you go realize that this whole thing has nothing to do with Yoruba, Igbo, or anybody. It has nothing to do with Christianity, or it has nothing to do with any of this. This, their divide and rule tactic, is working on you. Can I waste time around me trying to convince you? No. You see this life, life, they say, is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. I will just be your conscience that will remind you later that in every hate that they have fed you with on WhatsApp or on Twitter or on Facebook or and every other one you have imagined yourself, the hate that you carry right now, because everything Igbo right now is vexing you, because some Igbo saying Lagos is no man's land. Mind you, if you are one of those who are actually saying Lagos is no man's land, I know you might actually be saying that to the right people's up, okay? Lagos is a man's land. Lagos is a Yoruba land, okay? And that is not debatable. But being part of Nigeria, Lagos belongs to Nigeria. Here you get. That too, is not debatable. No, Mayego, that is debatable. No, it's not. Except if you want to look for another excuse to justify whatever you believe in already, which is okay. But it's not debatable. Lagos is Yoruba land. Yorubas, own Lagos, every part of it, including the ocean. Yeah, I mean, by providence. But being part of Nigeria now, Lagos belongs to Nigeria. Now, if you don't like that, then you should begin to believe in the self-rule, the autonomous and all of that stuff. Things that will actually make you, as Yorubas, to do everything we want all by ourselves, not building a Yoruba land of a bigots. You won't even have a space there. Honestly, you won't. Because Yorubas are not bigots. Now, when politics happen like this, the people who are scared of losing their feeding bottle, this is what this whole thing is all about. The political Oceans who are parading themselves as honorable men and women, excellencies and excellences, and excellency, whatever other title they give to themselves, right? They are the people who are scared that they are about to lose their feeding bottle. If this, that all of you are saying you will take over Lagos, if that should happen, you are going to cut a huge chunk out of whatever their source of funding is. And it's going to change everything entirely, including in the entire Yoruba land. Now, they need to tell you that if you do that, or if you support that, very soon, they are going to import Igbos from outside Yoruba land, and they are going to take over Yoruba land. How does that make any sense? Now, when they finish using you, and then you realize that the people that they have been suffering, the people they have been victimizing, they are majorly Yorubas. Yorubas have no single benefit for being Yorubas in Lagos. Tell me, you being Yoruba in Lagos, is there any special privilege you get? At least it's our land. I could sleep in Ilukweju. When I sleep in Ilukweju, eat my breakfast in Ilukweju, and then I go on to my father's house in Iketu to eat lunch. I may live there, right, and just quickly dash down. No, it's not that easy. They didn't build Lagos that way that it's going to be easy for me to quickly dash down to Shomolu, Bariga, mix up with my friends and everybody there, go back to somewhere, our own family house in Bariga as well, meet with the family, have some bit of fun in the afternoon, right? Of course, I'll stay till the evening, get some, some refreshments, and around the same time, jump on the train, straight to Kokomaiko, where I also have my family house as well. You know what I mean? Nah, that is not the Lagos they have built. There is no special privilege for Yorubas. If you go to the areas where Yorubas are, you need to see the roads. You need to see the hospitals. More. Yorubas are bigger too. If you go to the areas where Yorubas are living, you need to see their drainages. You need to see their houses. 24 hours electricity. You need to see the level of the kind of cars around there. But if you go to areas where non-Yorubas are staying, it's actually, you know what I mean? There is nothing like that. If you are a Yoruba man, the best hospital in Lagos is preserved for the Yorubas. Very, very bigoted people. They love themselves so much that if you see all the schools they give to their children, all of their children are in school. You need to see how the schools are. Their Yoruba teachers are getting paid the best money. You need to, you know that there is no special privilege. You know that. Of course you do. All of you know that. Shout, Yoruba, this or that, Igba. At the end of the day, now your mama and your papa, they go still send on to the motorway, the highway, to go and sweep and clean the highway, and they are getting paid 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira in the biggest a state with the biggest economy, supposedly biggest economy in the entire of West Africa. Yoruba privilege. What is Yoruba privilege in Lagos? I ask you. There is none. Other than it's our land. It's our land. And the words that are shouting is our land, it's our land. They are the same people that are now hiring agents to come and help them sell their family house. I say, don't sell your family house. Let's do something. CEO. Àwọn ọmọ akótilẹ́tà arúgún that are now shouting behind the APC because of peanut they are giving them. You say, I want to sell my father's house. This is my father's house. If I want to sell this house, I think get like 70 million. 70 million. If I get 70 million last song, some are waiting for their parent to die. These are shearers that are shouting behind Tinubu. You get that? Now, reasonable people are still advising them, don't sell it. You know something, We will give you a contract, okay? Which means we will rebuild this house into a shopping mall, into a flat, into this or that, okay? And we are going to run it for 20 years, 25 years, okay? And we can give it back to you. Don't sell it. Those are the real threats to Yoruba land. Those are the real threat to... you see that one that was making out? Etiosa. That one became a ballet as a thug. It's not even from Etiosa. He has no relationship with them there. But being Omonile, they call, you know those they call Omonile? Omonile are those who are selling the land in Lagos. They will sell anything sellable. If you want to prove stubborn, they will kill you. Yes. Omonile in Lagos. And once you become Omonile, 20 by 1, 40 by, 60 by 120, they can make you Bale, the Bale of Irogbogun land. They started, you know all those stuff. They started creating history that were never there. They are those who are selling the land, the inheritance of Yoruba land. They are those. So if they lose Lagos, imagine all of that cutting down by half. That's the real thing. Imagine all this illicit money. There is a video on YouTube. Okay. How I forgot the title, but I'll tell you what it's all about. The video is about how the touts rob Lagos. They call them touts, street area father, and all of them. It's like a common feature. If you want to buy anything from any market and you want to load that same truck, you are going to pay them. If you are as a trader, you are bringing in your goods into your stall, right? Before you offload from the truck, bringing your goods, right? You have to pay them. That is what they live on. Do you get that now? So, if the people that are giving them the power, Tinubu and APC, if they no longer have that power or coverage, except whoever is going to take over Lagos as a plan, they will make Lagos State ungovernable for anyone, because they are the real people who are like threatened that if they will no longer have that security. Now they can spread all fear if you want to, but you know something? The Gen Z that they are talking to, This fear may be working on the older generation. These guys have actually gone so low that they are threatening their own civil service, the civil servant. And the civil servant as well. They are threatening their family members. If APC lose, we are going to lose our job. Oh. They said they are going to sack all of us. Oh. They said this or that. They are threatening them. Just something like this. We are not threatening you. We just want you to know. All because they are scared to be exposed. What will happen if they lose? I'll play this and I'll take you to that part where Akiolu is back. They will give it everything. You will see the rigging you've never seen before. Now that the Supreme Court says they can spend the old money, all of them that were angry with their leaders for not giving them money for the election the last one, they will give them money. Akiolu is going to call a bigger meeting. This bigger meeting is going to charge them to go all out, and face anyone that try. Their effort is to make sure that you don't come out. If you don't come out, okay, if you are not many that comes out, they will rig it. And before evening, they will announce Sanwoolu. Then the following day, a lot of you are going to be on social media screaming, rigging, they have rigged us. Oh, I've never seen this kind of rigging in my life. Which kind of country is this? They have rigged us. So Sanwoolu, go better for you. So that's it. But if a lot of you comes out, if you are like so huge like you did the last time, they will attack you like you haven't seen before. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're just going to make it worse and hard for them. They said when they do something like that, before 12 noon, if all of them are still no Greek go, the thought will go back to where they come from. So it will just be left, the whole thing will be left for the INEC to finish you, right? And falsify all the figures. In fact, they already have all the figures for Lagos election. You see all this drama and the whole thing. They are just spreading this propaganda so that when they finish the rigging, a lot of Yorubas will say, at least they have saved Yorubas from Igbos. Do you know how dangerous that is? Do you know? That is why I said the game they are playing is so dangerous that people who are following them, they didn't know. You don't know that they are doing all of this all because they want to keep power. Not because they want to do anything different from what they have done to Yoruba land, to Lagos State in the last 24 years. It's not all about that. But when they finally get what they want, you will be left with the satisfaction that will make you feel like at least Yoruba land did not go into the hands of Igbo. At least it is not an Igbo man. So you see that personal conviction, right? It is embedded, and there are many Yorubas, okay, who are going to now, like, it's like APC is giving Yorubas that have been fed with bigotry, that have been told to blame other people for why Yoruba land, for why we are where we are as a people. Blame other people. Now, if they finally rig themselves in, those category of people, most of them not from Lagos, outside Lagos, they will have the satisfaction that they don't care if the election is rigged or if anybody get killed. At least APC did one thing. They saved Yoruba land. They saved Yorubas from the disgrace that the Igbos are bringing. Do you understand how propaganda works now? It doesn't matter how educated you are, but you're going to realize it later that this whole thing is not about Yoruba. It's not about Igbo. It's not about anybody. But the divide and rule is so perfectly placed that your division and your anger and hatred that you are sharing and sending, some of you don't even know. Some of you don't know how social media works, do you? Let me tell you something. On this street, there are many influencers. They call themselves social media influencers. What are they influencing? They are influencing your mind, even when you won't know. These influencers, right? They will open different fake accounts on so many platforms. But you see, each of those accounts is meant to propagate a particular message, and only that message only, until it will discover its own audience. And in a synchronization like that, you can actually initiate tribal war using social media by turning people against themselves. APC have done that many times. One guy know them better, and then his name is the Dildo Senator. Do you remember Dildo Senator? He knows APC very well. Again, listen.
APC is a grand fraud. Expert liars. They are first-class propagandists. They thrive on propaganda. They have spent so much money on media to cover them up. APC.
Anyway, without stressing it, there's that thing I wanted to show you earlier. Yoruba versus Igbo. This is the Igbo man. This is a Yoruba man. Listen to this story. In Lagos, if you want to see where people in Nigeria have the highest inter-tribal and inter-ethnic marriages, you will find them in you find them in Lagos, which is Yoruba land. You will find them in Port Harcourt, which is in the Niger Delta part of Nigeria. You will find them in areas like Kano. Then you will find these intermarriages in areas like Enugu in eastern Nigeria. When you ask the older generation Nigerians, you see that of Lagos, intertribal, where somebody who is from Ogun State will marry somebody from Ekiti. Somebody from, somebody from Ekiti will marry somebody from Oshun. Ijebu man will marry somebody from Kwara. Then somebody from Kwara will cross over and marry somebody from Nasarawa. The one from Nasarawa may end up marrying an Igbo man, or Igbo man from Enugu. Now, you see that Igbo man in Enugu as well, from his own offspring, may end up marrying a Yoruba man that they met when they were doing national youth service in Lagos. And one of the most successful marriages recorded in the time, in the recent time, or even in time immemorial, they've mostly been inter-tribal, inter-ethnic marriages. Honestly, when people start telling you the stories of what they faced before they could convince their family that they are going to marry into this tribe and the rest, and years later, they are still together. That's exactly the examples of the likes of the governor of Osun State. Okay? In your mama, the mother of the governor of Osun State, Igbo woman, Igbo young lady back then from Owerri or somewhere in Imo State. I don't know if it's Owerri. He himself also went back to the same Imo State to marry to marry his own wife. They have children today. And this is not something people frown at in Yoruba land. Okay? I mean, seriously. Yorubas will park cars, will load cars, because we are going for a marriage between our brother from Lagos, who is marrying Nkechi. Nkechi from one inner village in Olu. You get what I mean? I'm just saying that too. We are so used to that. Every weekend that you see weddings here and there are out-of-state weddings too. Ikoyi registry in Lagos. If you go there, you will see millions, not thousands, millions of people who have passed through the registry in Lagos State that are actually not of the same tribe, yeah? Same thing happened here. Tifnumbu, his wife, who happened to be his wife's Remi, his father is Ishekiri, his mother is from Ogun State. Here you get. Sheyi Tinubu, who also happened to be Tifnumbu's son. Sheyi Tinubu, that makes sense, right? Married another Igbo girl. Beautiful, beautiful lady. I don't know if you have seen it. If you have seen her, very beautiful. And there are so many examples, okay? However, APC Egbekegbe in Lagos, they are propagating a young man whose generation is traced back to 200 years ago. A man who came from a family that used to be the landlord for the colonials, the colonialists in Lagos in the 1880s. You know, since they have been there. And in one of their properties in Lagos Island there was also leased to this British colonialists. These are history that they know. They left all of that. And they are telling Yorubas to be scared of an Igbo man because one of the BVAS family, the Gbadebo family, also married from outside Yoruba land. He married Nkechi. I think she is Nkechi. Not sure. Don't quote me yet. The old woman has been enjoying a beautiful marriage for years. She raised responsible children. The full-blooded Lagosian. Nobody told her that she was not wanted in Yoruba land. Nobody told her that she is from a tribe that nobody must do anything with. Nobody told her that her son will not be seen as Yoruba until now, when Tinubu and gang, same people that killed Funshaw Williams, they threw Omo Eko. You know what they call Funshaw Williams? The real Omo Eko, because it's actually the real Lagosian. This young guy, 2 months ago, is nothing to them. It was actually a joker to them. That one, we they talk about people, they talk about that one. Sanwoolu don't get his second term, free of charge, no stress. That was what I was reading. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of hate that I've actually seen on social media, I was just asking myself, wait, is that Lagos State? Abi Ekiti? Even Ekiti people will not be like this. What could have prompted this? Okay, let me show you the guy.
My name is Gbadebo Revival, an architect by profession and a politician by passion. In 2019, I was a PDP Central Lagos West candidate, spanning 10 local governments all the way from Ikeja to Badagry, 112 wards. We had 243,000 people stand behind our mandate. And unfairly treated in Lagos State. I will run an all-inclusive campaign that will excite all the people of Lagos to get behind us and push to create a new chapter in Lagos State. A chapter that centers the interests of every Lagosian, not just a few, or those that are connected to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The most important quality of a leader is empathy. One of our most loved politicians, Funshaw Williams, showed us that the politics of a gentleman, the politics of empathy, the politics of love is what we need to energize our party. It's not gagra, it's not noise. Funshaw Williams was approachable and loved by all. And we saw it in the numbers that he got during the elections. I need your support to make this dream a reality for myself, for you, for the people of Lagos. Let us not miss this.
So that's the guy they should be debating. Do you get that? When the opportunity presented itself for Sanwoolu to face him, like one-on-one, let's talk about what you're doing and then what I want to do. Let's do it. Let's Lagosians actually see us. Sanwoolu believe in his godfather. And according to them, it is even an insult for this guy to be asking that he wants to do a debate. Sanwoolu doesn't need any debate. He's already won. So then something happened on the 25th of December, on the 25th of February. It actually shook them. And right now, instead of them to now kind of look inward, they are now doubling down. They are begging people publicly on one hand. They are threatening and intimidating them behind the scene on the other hand. All of these are being coordinated at a goal. Oh, he's also married to Igbo. So Igbo woman, now Igbo could come be our first lady. Never. Laye. All you Ale Yoruba, you don't know what you're about to do. You are going to open the door for the Igbos to take over Yoruba land. I mean, what a stupid statement to make. Like, for real. Which of them are they going to take? Which one? So they now went for his wife as well. Oh, his wife. What can we say about her? Oh, she's Igbo. His wife also supports NSAS. His wife also spoke about the injustice of IPOB. You know what the guy said about the IPOB? The guy said, the bad governance in Nigeria, discrimination and marginalization that people in Nigeria are suffering are the main contributor to people asking that they want to break away from Nigeria. And he believed that. And he is also right, true. Sure you get. Nigeria has never been this divided. No thanks to APC. So they went for his wife. Like I said, even though I am documenting this in the diary for the future references and all of that, yeah? Listen, I have never seen any vile people as horrible as Tifnumbu and those who, the purveyor of the Igbo versus Yoruba, like now. Listen to the wife. They said the wife is defending the right of gay. They are going to turn our Lagos State to gay. Tifnumbu's daughter is gay, by the way, in case if you have to know. So if you want to start killing them or burning them, you probably would need to take you need to what? You need to get the address of Akiolu's daughter, the one that they bought $2.5 million house for in America. She's a queer. What are they called? Yeah, queer or queer. She's gay. But again, listen to this brain.
Vote for Gbadebo Roads Viver.
I actually kind of I like her. I'll tell you something that other area that the Tifnumbu, Sanwoolu, APC Agberos, Lagos Abobaku's style of politics are not paying attention to. You now have Gen Z on your hands. They can now participate in your elections. Not just participate. They are so smart, yeah, that APC, Egbekegbe, is no longer appealing to them. You haven't noticed. That is the problem on your hands. Look at the guys like that. They appeal to the Gen Z. The Gen Z, they have your voter's card. And as I have seen, especially like we saw the last time, they are interested. For them being interested and their interest is not in you, that's actually a problem that some of you are not paying attention to. Okay, somebody sent this to me.
Our governor, the new governor of Lagos State, Lagos Island, the one we want, our choice. The new governor, the one we want, our own choice, gone. The one we want, the one we need for Lagos Island. Ọlọ́run alaye, Lagos Island. Ọlọ́run. We are with you. Ọlọ́run.
Make you post am o.
Ọlọ́run, our own governor, the one we want. The voice of people, the voice of people, the one we want, the one we want, the one we want, yes.
So that's Lagos Island. Now, what I'm trying to show to you here is this. No matter the picture that APC, Egbekegbe, is trying to paint on social media, on WhatsApp, where they are sharing horrible stories that are not real. You see, when I checked that guy out, I realized that they did not see him coming. I mean, they could have contained him or cut him off a while back. There is even a rumor. I didn't confirm that too. There is even a rumor that he was offered 20 billion naira to drop this ambition. And he rejected that. You know something? Pressure tiwa. And that is why the likes of these guys, I'm talking about this other guy from Etiosa, that even after all these threats, they still beat them in Etiosa. What does that tell you? They said that the generation of young people in that Etiosa local government area, all those areas, if they are allowed to do what they want to do, APC no go get one person that will actually thumbprint for them. So what I'm trying to say is this. If you are painting this threat picture out there, trying to turn Yoruba versus Igbo, do you know why it is not working as well? Because, you know, the Yorubas themselves are tired. Trust me. If they are given an opportunity, they will not wait to hang you and your party. I mean, tell me, if you send all this kind of threat to people and you still lose, what does that tell you? That the threats don't work? Intimidation don't? Even rigging can't help? A reminder.
Those that knows me, please, we want you to be our friend. That is why we are making this call. As it is now, I'm going to ask a question. Who already have a PVC? Who has made a recapturing of his PVC and has not collected? Okay, let's start from who has it now. PVC. Can you please put your hands up? Your PVC with you.
Maybe not with you presently,
You have a PVC. Let me see your hand. Even if it's not here now, we are sure you are going to bring it. Yes. If you don't have it now, but you can bring it maybe tomorrow or just tomorrow. Okay, if you know you have a PVC, just raise your hand.
Anthony, where the boy?
That did the body. I'm not seeing your hands, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 7. People here, I am sure by the time we take numbers of our people here, we will not be less than 60. Just looking at it now, if I count everybody now, we will not be less than 60. So we have 20 people. 20 people that has PVC. The rest, what is happening? Because we are ready to fight. Yes, I'm not hiding it though. Me, I'm not hiding this. I'm not going to talk under anything. I have to be blunt with you. I have narrated everything for you. That in the continent, we have continent Africa. Out of that continent Africa, we have West Africa. In West Africa, we find Nigeria. In Nigeria, there is Lagos. In Lagos, there is Etiosa. Within Etiosa, we have Gara. And this is where you call Gara. And by the grace of God, for Gara today, we shall take our decision. The people that will be friends with us are the people that have their PVC, the people that will be doing business and making profit. You want to vote Labour Party, you want to vote PDP, it will not be here. That is, you see, election has been coming and going. We have never done this kind of polling before. But this one is a directive. As I am talking to you, even by being a person is at stake. The status of my children is at stake. If you people fumble, and that is why I'm not going to look at it that way. I will not allow you to jeopardize my own future and the future of my own children. So, gentlemen, I don't know what you want to do, because as it is, we are here now, you have all failed. You have all failed, and you are ready to battle with us. We are also ready. We are also ready. For the few, about 5 or 10 of you that have the PVC that are voting here, we will identify you. The rest, you can no longer stay with us. I am sorry. So do your needful. SSG, over to you.
Thank you very much. I greet everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. You are welcome to this very important meeting. The meeting is important because it has to do with the life of Nigeria and Nigerians. It has to do with the life of Nigeria and Nigerians. How our country can be better off from what it is presently. And as my brother has said, this is Bara community, Lagos State. I know many of you come from different places.
So and that's exactly the bullying that they are expecting to work. That didn't work for them. It didn't work. They had to rig. You know, the original results from Lagos that I have seen, by the way, is Kolu Tifnumbu didn't even see up to 155,000 votes in Lagos. You know, they gave him 570 something, Abi. He didn't see up to 160,000 votes overall in Lagos. It was so bad that they were telling themselves inside the Tifnumbu's campaign group that Labour Party must have rigged the election. Let us be honest. Even though they didn't share money, but they must have rigged the election. How did they get 980,000 votes in Lagos? How? Despite everything we did, how did they do that? They rig Nijo. You don't know. They rig So they are telling themselves that. Because when they saw the figure, APC, ruling government in Lagos, didn't score 160,000 votes. So which means, if they allow all of you to go out, even with the rigging and the rest, they will probably won't see up to 200,000 as well. Do you now know why you are making it difficult for them to think of how this rigging is going to be? So definitely, it is going to be the worst you have ever seen. It's good. Shebi, you saw Wike's rigging. Wike's rigging is shocking you, Abi. See what will happen in Lagos. You have shaken them. And somebody said, if they knew that this guy was going to be a problem, through you, the Gen Z, obedient in Lagos, they'll probably have done something about him. A lot of people are now saying that they should protect him more. May they not consider the guy commit suicide or anything, no. Because Kolu, the Dawn, if by Friday, they realize that all of the numbers are not numbering, all of the permutation are not permutating, all of the rigging plan are not coming together, then the crisis may even start in the evening before the following day. I'm just saying. So they may tell you, my friend, is not a threat to anybody, because they want to tell themselves that. If it's not a threat, how come they are now mentioning Labour and not PDP? I mean, it is usually the PDP APC, Abi. There is coordinated, hateful attack on his person. And they are just going to stick to that. He is Igbo. Igbo is coming. Igbo hates Yorubas. Yorubas must be careful. Yorubas who are like not supporting Sanwoolu. Yorubas must. And then on the other hand, they will be saying that Yorubas who are angry with them should at least forgive them. So don't let Igbos take over your state. Oh. Don't let Igbos this and that. Oh. In a lie. Oh. What happened is that MC Olueron and his gang, they would have to leave Lagos. So when I asked you, I said, what will happen if Sanwoolu loses Lagos? What will happen? I can tell you few. You see, the following, the next 2 months after they have been defeated, they will finalize plan to do everything it's going to take to make sure that that return certificate of return, INEC certificate, Tinubu is not going to return it to anybody. No court is going to stop them. They will fight for all of that until inauguration, so that they can just get inaugurated and say, Mr. President, congratulations. The likes of MC Olueron and some of these tout and thugs in Lagos, okay, the senior ones, they will relocate to Abuja. So they are going to actually pick up different locations in Abuja that they are going to start dominating. Maybe all of you think, say, when Bokwari became president, the Fulanis, they took over Abuja. Abi, if you see Igbo man, he will dress like a Fulani. If you see a Yoruba man, he will dress like a Fulani because they have to look like them to get favor. This time around, all of them they have to dress like a tout or young Alaji. You know how this Alaji, briefcase Alaji, for your own to pursue your own hustle in Abuja. A lot of you are going to become friends with MC Oluero and all some of these thugs because they are going to be the people that will be hawking favor. It won't be Umaru, it won't be Usman anymore. It won't be all these guys from Daura anymore. They will be the guys from Lagos. All of you in Lagos, you are going to breathe a sigh of relief. Like, Adupel, they are gone. No, all of them are where they hawk. You will no longer see people chasing you. Well, woda for some time. It will just be like say something happened. Share you get like for share. What Yoruba call ofoti share. Because around that time, a lot of them will trying to be figuring out what they want to do, how they are going to cope. Okay. And this guy said he has planned for them anyway, that if you are not supposed to be a Agbero is not something you should be proud of. There should be a better life for you than being an Agbero. Sure you get. So if you finally find their farms to take all of them to start farming and growing food to feed the rest of you in Lagos, they will leave all of you that they are extorting, bullying on the streets everywhere. But it's not going to be that easy too. You know what they said about the Agberos in Lagos? These guys are making over 1 trillion naira, 1 trillion in a year. Maybe they say Lagos State is generating 50 billion. Agberos in Lagos are generating close to that too in Lagos State. And these Agberos, they have different they have different sector of them, unaccountable to anyone. They put the whole money together, or more. So that means for the first time, Alpha Beta will no longer be collecting the tax for you in Lagos anymore. Your own Lagos State Inland Revenue Service, all of now where they employ to be working inside the Lagos Inland Revenue Service, you will be the one to collect the taxes from everybody paying tax in Lagos. Every cover will come down to you, not Alpha Beta first. At least for the first time as well, all of you will understand what exactly is the worth of economy of Lagos State when it comes to IGR and then the usage of that same IGR. Abi, for the first time, a lot of us will have the real figure of what they are taking from Lagos State every month. Because none of those things they are taking is actually given to the Yorubas. You know that. So if you are screaming, shouting on social media, you better go and get your PVC. Abi, to go and add to the number. Thuggery, rigging may not be enough. Because if you should lose, that is when you realize that this whole thing has nothing to do with Yoruba or Igbo. Because by the time you begin to want to say, we're going to fight. When they capture you, and then you go realize, Sanwoolu doesn't give a damn about Yoruba or Igbo or anybody. It is just their feeding bottle. They are protecting. Sure you get. So if that should happen, everyone will feel strange in Lagos. It's going to feel so strange. Like, you know, so they say if you want to survive in Lagos, you must have shoko, you must mad. Because now madness that they take a cure madness. Not go they do gentle in Lagos, you won't survive. Sure you get. So now then everybody will start beginning to feel like, sorry, brother. I don't know if I am normal. Because I didn't see Agbero and conductor fighting for the past 2 days. And I'm scared. There is something going on. Say no Agbero anymore. Agbero, okay. There's no Agbero. If they see any Agbero now, they don't build one camp for them for Ekpe. Yeah, Ekpe. Now there they farm. If they capture you as Agbero, you go end up in the farm where you'll be working, getting paid, producing food, being useful. No Agbero again. No. Okay. I don't know. I just don't feel normal because I didn't hear all this. You know what I mean? but doesn't mean that it's going to disappear right away. There are still going to be chances. There are still going to what? Feel like, hey, Labour Party, say na Labour Party, the Labour Party, they feed me. Make Gbadebo come here now. Make him come tell me, say, I know if you hold my base. There will still be those like that. So it's not going to be like, just like that. But just the fact that they have lost, all the threats and the bullying they have made against everybody, including Yorubas right now in Lagos State, all these noisemakers, they will first disappear. Do you know what they are saying? Apart from threatening people, intimidating people, and bullying them, okay? They are saying that one of the reasons why they have to save Lagos is that for the past 24 years, Lagos State has been in opposition. Now that Asiwaju Awon Ole, Asiwaju Awon Gbewiri, and then Asiwaju Awon Agbero is going to be the president of Nigeria, it will make sense now to make sure that Lagos and the federal government, they are not of different parties. So this is the time for Lagos to enjoy the center. You know what somebody said when another person wrote that, yeah? You know what another person said? He said, oh, Nikure. This is going to be the 8th year since APC, Egbekegbe, has been in government in Nigeria. The government put in place by Tinubu himself. How come for 8 years, there is not even a single time, one time, that a proposal was made to make Lagos State a special, to give Lagos State the special status, the one that will actually get the proper federal government attention that befits a former federal capital. Abi, no be waiting to tell you when did the campaign be that. This is the 8th year. Nobody mentioned it for the past 8 years. Now they are now telling people in Lagos, the only way for you to get special status is to make sure that Sanwoolu comes back. So then I was like, okay, hang on. So if Tinubu wanted a special status for Lagos and APC, Egbekegbe have been mouthing it for long, right? Does it matter? And then now Tinubu will be the president. Does it matter who is in charge of Lagos before Tinubu actually do that for the Lagos he love, Abi? So if Tinubu and APC should do Lagos, they will make Lagos State ungovernable for whoever takes charge, Abi? Okay, that's interesting. Then we can now tell who is actually the enemy of Yorubas, that we use Yorubas as a bargaining chip. And if Yorubas fail to reciprocate that, it will be glad to punish us for not being loyal. Is that what it is? Anyway, there's so many things they are saying until the plane landed in Lagos, and it was Kalu, the man who just won the World Cup. In Lagos. Let's go back. I mean, I'm still in Lagos. This is Kalu bringing back the trophy, the INEC certificates, the World Cup. And he's also back this time around to pull his weight everywhere and make sure they don't lose Lagos, whatever it's going to take. I mean, you know, that's the normal thing to do, okay? You take that trophy back and say, this is what I stole. It's so beautiful. Give me a kodu, give me a kodu. Oh my God, is that Are president? I can be Omolodo there. You robbed the whole country and nobody chased you down here. Wow. Omoniel, what do you have to say?
Àwọn ọmọ general election kan níbo ni ẹ kò ṣe ìkọ̀ọ̀dé. Owó ọ̀rìṣà. Wáyà. Senator mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta. Àwọn alàgbà. No 24 House of Rep. Àbí 21. Àní àwọn méjì ló wọ́n jẹ́ ìgbàdo fẹ́ di ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ìyá ọ̀nà ìlú. Bàbá.
Out of 24 House of Reps, we got 21. Out of the 3 senators, we got all of them. They said they won Lagos, they win Lagos. Which Lagos did they win? Oba, I just had to cut it off. So that's why he said there, I'm sorry. And that is the disaster, the calamity, yeah, that is going to be your president. Don't say that. He's going to return the mandate. Amen. Okay. He will return it. You will see Supreme Court is going to... See, Baba, calm down. Okay? Amen. I said amen. What do you want me to say? In Nigeria, amen. Atiku decided to take his own fight to INEC. That thing where you gave to Bola, now you have to give me that certificate. You see? A lot of people wanted that certificate now. Obi, who has the highest vote that wasn't declared, he's been to court now and he said he wants to challenge that. Atiku is also in court, but INEC, I don't like, you see, this thief is parading with all this trophy and all of that. So they took over Abuja today. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. For declaring Kolu winner, we no go gree. On the street of Abuja, on our DSS, they guide them. Let's go there.
Elections, they happen on Saturday, 25 February 2023. As I see for this live video, now nine party faithfuls they do for Abuja, they wear black and black, and they carry different messages on top of their placards. People, the crowd, they are looking smart. National PDP chairman,
go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Atiku don't win, we no go gree.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. I am mumu too much. You be mumu. You then. Nigeria president now photo. Everybody go snap photo with that. Say our president they snap photo with the video from Abuja from Canterbury. Hey, snap photo with the Rogers. He snap photo with this one. Now president now photo on a vote. Your president is now a picture. Photo. Not be juju be that. Not be when our fathers die for Electoral and we they cover them, keep them for house, they pour libation. You lose a prayer and say, Moko Buhari boy, you lose Buhari prayer. Oro Rusada, Bueno Rula, Chitombo Arebofu.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
Yeah. Atiku no go gree, oh, he no go gree. Atiku don't win, he no go gree. Does that even make any sense? We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. We will not agree. Because Atiku has won, so we will not agree. Instead of them to say, we no go gree, oh, we no go gree. INEC for declaring Akiolu winner. We no go gree. We no agree. We are not agreeing. So the declaration of Akiolu as the winner, but it's all noise, okay? It's part of the diary tonight, okay? In that same Abuja, right, in front of the gate of INEC. High neck. Yeah, let's go back there. Sorry, guys. Where?
That is a block shot, oh. Okoye is a liar. Okoye, you are a liar. No, not Okoye. I look at the idiot. No, so just talk. Okoye is a liar, a bloody liar. That's why they said Okoye. Okoye, you're a liar. Who is peaceful? That woman.
I mean, I don't really understand what that is, but they did to show their displeasure over the rigged elections. Okay? Even Atifu's daughter was out. It isn't a shere. Oscar, why did you come out to come and join this protest with your daddy? Why?
Of February to go and exercise my civic duty and my right to vote for a candidate that I want. INEC came out with the Electoral Act in 2022 and mandated several things from the polling unit all the way to the collation center. And they bypassed all those laws and they expect me to accept a result that was sitting down and written. Why were our polling unit results not updated to the portal? 8 days later, they are announcing results left, right, and center. We are not fools. India has a population of over 1 billion people. When election cycle comes, they go to the polls and the elections are credible. Only 24 million people voted in Nigeria according to INEC, and we cannot get credible elections. We don't agree. We do not agree. They must give us our mandate. They must come out and show Nigerians the true picture of what happened on the 25th of February 2023.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm very angry. I'm a Nigerian.
She's angry. You know what I mean? I mean, like everyone else, okay, that feels cheated. She was there, like, you know, I voted. They didn't count my vote. Just like some cleric came out and said, well, you know, what happened was that some people are saying that we collected 10 million naira from APC in Kaduna as clerics to support to support and rig election, what have you, for Akiolu, Muslim ticket and all that. And they said the guy quickly corrected himself, like, no, sorry, quickly like passed it on, like, He didn't dwell much on it. But people, the congregation heard him, like, oh, 10 million. Wow. How much you collected with that to bring Akiolu in? Really? Anyway, I've got one or two. In fact, there's actually one of them. Okay. You see, northern politicians are hypocrites. Okay. Very, very, very hypocritical. In northern Nigeria, okay, an average northerner will be screaming, Sharia, Sharia. Sharia, Sharia. Don't try that nonsense with Sharia, Sharia. If you are not married and you are caught sleeping with yourselves and you are not married, they will punish the woman more. But the man, maybe not. That's their Sharia. Their Sharia says alcohol is haram. Okay? So every now and then, you will see them jubilating, celebrating destruction of people's businesses, alcoholic drinks. Even though at the national level, they are always receiving what they give to them from the taxes collected from alcohol. They still take the money, but they are hypocrites. They are politicians, though, and the people themselves who actually follows and believe they are politicians. There, not all of them, okay? Please. Now, you see the politicians. They are the most horrible humans that you should by no means associate them with religion. Not with Islam, not with any religion at all. They are the highest fornicators. Majority of them will condemn gays in the open. Ah, you are gay, stone him to death. But some of their politicians up north, these are closet, what do you call it? LGBTQ, no, there's a name for it. They are closet bisexuals. As they are sleeping with, as men are sleeping with men, like close behind the door, hypocrite. There is a particular one that was caught, married, politician, former governor. He was caught in an hotel with young girls. I'm talking about girls who are like teenagers, right? Well, they recorded him and they put that on their social media. The story is that up north, they are not really enraged. In fact, their anger is against those who released the video, trying to tarnish the image of an honorable man. He didn't commit any haram. In that same northern Nigeria, where ordinarily stealing should be haram, Abi, in Islam, it should be haram to steal, take what is not yours, Abi. Publicly, the whole world saw a video of their governor, that is Gandola of Kano, the Babariga mobile banking CEO of Kano. He was caught on camera, taking bribe and dipping them inside his Babariga Agbada. Do you know what happened? The judge and their security in Kano, they didn't arrest him. In fact, they declared the person that released the video wanted for committing a crime, trying to tarnish the image of an honorable man. So I saw a cleric that is campaigning for one of those rapists and all that. I didn't know what he said, but people said, this guy is campaigning for somebody who happened to be a racist. I'm sorry, not racist too. Rapist. A serial rapist. That, you know, this particular person that this man is campaigning for, this clerical, yeah? They say if people who know him very well, they always hide their children, not just girls, including boys. But Baba, if these people say no be haram, since rich people, the laws are not made for them, how much of all those other lies they've told you that you believe them? Because it's not haram. It's not haram, Mujari.
Idan kwai yace zai kara da dutse, shi dutse saboda sakarci ce da Allah kwai hakuri, abin da nake nufi da karawa anan ko fito ku je ku zaɓa mana. Da musulmi suka ce ai muslim suka tsaya, Allah bai tabbatar musu ba. To nan din ma haka za ku yi muslim a jihar Kaduna.
قد كان لكم آية في فئتين التقتا.
نعم.
فئة تقاتل في سبيل الله وأخرى كافرة يرونهم مثليهم رأي العين.
والله يؤيد ساورن الله yace cikin mutane biyu kun ga Allah ya buga muku misali babu irin komajin da kafirin kasan nan musu ba sai mun nuna muku ba ku isa ba su ba suna maganar jami'ar siyasa bane sam suna maganar musulunci sai an ga bayan shi so wanda kuka tsaya ai wani nawa ne kai ba kauye ne mu maganar da muke yi ba ta yan takara bane addinin mu ne aka ce za a yake shi to sai mu tsaya mu kar saboda haka ku tsaya ku maimaita wannan muslim din kuma ku taimaki musulmin taraba Allah ya ba su nasara da duk inda kafirai suka zare ma'aluma annabi takobi su fada da shi musulunci ba a yakan shi za ku sha wahala ne kawai domin abu ne daga ubangiji kar ku je a baku wani kudi ko indomi ko kwalin bula ko sai da an tikiti yau indomi wake ce indomi ko indoyu so be very careful ku je ku yi voting wisely kar ki abinda Allah zai tambaye ki je ki tabbatar da musulmi shine hakikanin adalci masu zuwa suna ma'ainin kafiran Kaduna campaign za mu maida muku haƙƙinku shine su kashe musulmi a gwanin gora ko shine haƙƙin za ku maida musu su ma mai ma'aikatu in mai ci gona ya bata muku rai to musulunci ne bata muku rai kar mu zamanto marasa tunani ki yi abin da Allah zai tambaye ki kasa ba shi amsa Allah muku albarka Allah ya sa ku dace.
And they actually, those guys have influence. So guys like that, they do have influence. I mean, people listen to them. They believe whatever they say. And they throw the word kafirin. You know who they call the kafirin? Unbelievers. If you are not a Muslim, you are an unbeliever. And in their book, you are an infidel. It is an horrible word to describe all unbelievers by these fanatics. If you are not an Islamic believer, even see, if you are corrupt, if you are a murderer, if you are evil, and the world knows, according to these fanatics, if you are a Muslim, you have what is called a Jannah, because Allah will watch your din. What are the dins? You can loot the public fund and then turn yourself to a philanthropist who pay for people's hospital bills, school fees, share you get, or give them money to feed, even though you stole the money from them. In the face of Allah, you are a giver. That is a thing. He will forgive all of your sins. Anything else you are doing wrong, okay? He will forgive it. You are better than an infidel, somebody who is not a Muslim, that is so clean and so righteous, doing things normally. No. Whatever he's doing is not acceptable in the face of Allah. Do you understand? That is the kind of people that are influencing people up north in that same one like Nigeria. It's sad, isn't it? It breaks hearts. Okay? So then, just pray. Give people something, you know. Allah will look into your den, and He will forgive all your iniquities, all of your other things you might be doing. In fact, if you just commissioned the killings of people, or you just facilitated the escape of terrorists who just murdered people, and after you have done all of that, you carry your age, go and do ablution, okay, aluwala, and then just go and your nafila. The moment you stay there and you do your nafila and you do all of that, you see that sin that you just covered up, is not a sin in the book of these criminals. You see why some of us don't actually believe in religion? Do you see why? Because religions give these charlatans characters like this, to walk smoothly into your hearts, using some terrible words to gaslight you without knowing. All they have to say is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Inna lillahi nakum yanyum Saudi. Allah, Allah. And people who are sitting there will be like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. May God be praised. And he's actually talking nonsense. Do you get that? They got to a stage whereby people that have been brainwashed, they get offended when you talk about those guys. This is where they talk, Mayegun, if them born you well, if them born your papa well, or you come and say it in Kaduna, what are you going to do? Because a character like that told you, anybody will insult me, what they tell you now? It's an infidel. If you kill him, if you kill that Mayegun, once you finish killing him, just go and do ablution and do nafila and pray to Allah and forget Mayegun. Bona. Do you understand how that works? And do you understand how that can also, or has been moved into political manipulation? There are some northerners who believe that they are clerics. They can never be wrong. Because they are close to Allah. I don't know, maybe clerics or the clerics in Nigeria, Islamic clerics in Nigeria said they see vision or that they hear from Allah. Allah will just be like, Sumano, Sumano, Allah, thanks for calling me. What is the message? Sumano, I have a message for you, for people of Zamfara. Oh, yeah, carry your pen, your takada, and the wala. Oh, yeah, start writing the That is why majority of the thing that surrounds them is about, it's about lies, majorly lies, okay? Myth, they will say you won't understand. Then fear, if you are trying to actually dig into it. They say, you better you better watch your mouth. I remember when people used to tell me, let me tell you this, right? When I first started Mayegun's Diary Political, right? And people who love to be politically correct, don't talk like that. Don't say that. What you said what you said yesterday, that thing is very bad. Though. You need to be very careful. Don't say that about that afar. They can do anything and not, you know what I mean. So, but me, Mayegun, as usual, I they tell them, say them, Papa, your Afao, your Wolio, your Mamalawo, your Babalawo, your Antilawo, Unculawo Neo, whoever their pastorpreneurs Neo, and the rest of them will meet that. I know they part of the Amugus. Do you get that? I'm not. You know why? People call me Baba Gio too. The general overseer. I see things. When I see those who have been like flourishing by manipulating you and the rest of them, right? They don't have anything on people like us. And so far, so good. They now realize that Omo, it be like say nothing will happen to this guy, Jerry. I said this. You know what I mean? They finally left me alone. So somebody will come around and tell me, watch your mouth. What you are saying. I be shocked when you know, when you say something like, Mayegun, I love you. I love what you are doing, but I want you to be very careful what you say about pastors. I want you to be careful of what you say about Mama Lawos. Watch your mouth. And then I can't read them. I can't say, Abolori Brukuni Yala Yaeni. Tani pastor, Tani Yala we, Tani Babala we, Tani Afae, who is actually, you know what I mean? You were just the type. I'm only trying to advise you. Advice kill you, dear. Advice, you know that kind of thing. Yeah, you'll be like, advice. There are people who have actually come to know me as that. Especially when we are talking about the religion manipulation and all of that. It doesn't work on people like us. We know everything around it. The fear around it. As well as the intimidation and the violence that surrounds those who wanted to find out what is the lie all about. But we know them very well. So this one in Kaduna said, well, they gave us 10 million naira. I don't know, maybe now this one will be the other one. If you understand their language, one of these two confirmed that they collected 10 million naira from APC to spread the message of Muslim ticket in Kaduna. And so far, so good. It seems to be a rewarding adventure. Because Kalu and Shitty Man are waiting in the wing to take you to the next devil after Bokuwari. Be like saying this one talking.
Bari ma in gaya maka duk wani masallaci a Kaduna da na Juma'a da na salawatul khams an ba mu miliyan 10 mun shakare na hutace ka ka kirga adadin yawan masallacin Kaduna gaba daya kowane masallaci an ba shi miliyan 10 ni na ja
million. Oh, masallaci million Goma is 10 million is million. So you get such 10 million. Masallaci is mosque. Even if you don't understand the language, I don't break them down for you. You can, whatever you mean. What else do you need to understand what you said, even if you don't understand the language? You heard Masallaci. You heard million, Goma. Goma is 10. Million is million. So 10 million. Masallaci, Kaduna, all mosques in Kaduna. That means clearly collected 10, almost. They still lose Kaduna. APC gave clerics 10 million to help them propagate Muslim ticket in Kaduna. They still lost Kaduna. I don't know what this one is saying. I think I should share it.
Jama'a ina gaya muku na rantse da Allah inda muka yi muslim a zaben shugaban kasa haka zamu yi muslim a zaben gwamna ba domin dan takaran ɗayan jam'iyyan ba shi da nagarta ba wallahi tallahi namu ne na jikinmu muna kuma ƙaunan shi muna san shi muna jinjina mishi irin taimakon da ya mu addini amma har yanzu mu ta kasa a ce musulmi biyu a wuri ɗaya da musulmi ɗaya a wuri ɗaya sai ka ɗauki musulmi ɗayan nan ka kyale musulmi biyu har yanzu ƙwaƙwalan mummune ustazai ya kasa gane wannan kuma wannan shine matsayin duk wani wanda ka sani mai da'awa mai wa'azi malami a garin nan na rantse da Allah matsayin shi kenan taron da muka yi jiya mun kai mu 300 da wani abu babu wani malami da ya saba babu wani cikin majalisar shugaba ko shugabannin malamai ko shugabannin agaji da mabiya babu wanda ya saba akan wannan muslim.
Okay, I'm going to be lying if I say I actually understood all he said. I am Muslim, I am Raji Malay and the rest of them. But for those who understand it, I'm going to read the comment, okay? Yeah. All right, he said vote Muslim, Muslim ticket, even Kaduna government or governors. I think that's what he had to say. Nigeristan loading, some would say. But we will get to that part. Because since it has become Muslim, Muslim, Christian, Christian, the divide and rule, of course, the churches are also not keeping quiet, especially after the whole elections, right? The charade. Remember this woman? Tinubu is not our president, she said. You want to listen?
I'd like to thank you all for coming out en masse to vote on the 25th of February, especially for those of you who voted for the very first time. Congratulations and well done. I'd like to congratulate the youth of Nigeria for coming out to take back your country. And yes, you took back your country. Clap for yourselves. I would like to encourage you not to give up. It's okay to have been a little disappointed with the way things turned out, but it's not over yet. God is still at work, and we will have the final laugh. Yes, we the people will have the final laugh. Job chapter 20 verse 4 and 5 says, "Do you not know this of old, since man was placed on earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment? The triumphing of the wicked is short." I hear that some of you have decided to destroy your PVCs and never vote again. No, don't do that. That is not right. It's not a good decision. I want you to know that your PVCs last Saturday retired some old politicians and shocked them to the root. To not vote again is to leave some of them that have no business being there to continue. Therefore, you will keep your PVC and go out next Saturday and retire some governors and some members of the State House of Assembly who have been there for a long time with nothing to show for it. Yes, go out there and continue the revolution that you started 2 Saturdays ago. Go en masse. Go. Do not commit suicide. I hear that a little boy of about 14 years committed suicide in Jos. That is really unfortunate, and I pray that God will comfort his family. Committed suicide because he said INEC had killed his hope. Please do not exchange your lives for the lives of these old people that have nothing to offer. You have a lot to offer, so stay alive. Don't commit suicide, because God will deliver Nigeria. In fact, God has delivered Nigeria. You will not only vote on Saturday, but you will also ensure that your votes are counted and the result posted on the wall, and you take a picture of it. That is so important, that you take a picture of your polling unit. Ensure that the result is uploaded on the BVAS. Those of you who are party agents, make sure you snap the result of the EC8A result sheets. That is going to be the salvation of this election. It is the fact that every agent took a picture and send it quickly to your people before some monsters invade some places. I speak in parables. Also take videos of any abnormality. We, the people, want to state clearly that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not our president-elect. He is the president-elect of Professor Mahmoud Yakub, of INEC, and of APC. The president-elect of Nigeria will emerge through a free, fair, and transparent process, as stipulated by the guidelines and rules of INEC, from voting to posting, uploading on the BVAS, to the servers, to collation, to pronouncement. And hopefully, the president-elect will be pronounced in the daytime, not at night, while we, the people, are asleep. The process is for all the people, not for some of the people. We, the people, are disappointed and embarrassed at the conduct of this election by INEC and by Professor Mahmood. We are also disappointed at Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari for accepting such a result and even going ahead to send your congratulations, despite all the assurances by you to conduct a free and fair and transparent election. I dare to say it fell below minimum standard required. Mr. President, we were sure you would keep to your words, as we had been made to believe that you are a person of integrity. Alas, sir, you have made us a laughingstock of the other African countries and have made our reputation of being a corrupt people worse. Therefore, we the people reject the result of Professor Mahmood elections. I state again that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not our president-elect. Our president-elect is expected to come through a credible process. And no matter who comes out of that process, if the process is followed, we will accept it, because the process justifies the end. To that end, I would like to call on all the justices of the Supreme Court or any other judge that will be looking at this case to be free and fair, and to look at the justice of the case, not its technicalities. You must fear God, and you must honor the wishes of the people of Nigeria. This is our time and chance to lay the foundation for a new and a better Nigeria. I plead with every justice not to compromise and not to sell your conscience. Remember that we will all stand before God and be judged, and we will all have to give an account of what we did in the flesh. On a happy note and on a proud note, we, the residents of Abuja, delivered our country last week by refusing to allow the old order 25% of our votes. We did our part. It is now left for the courts and new justices to do your part. I want to say that the president-select did not win Abuja, did not win Lagos, did not win Kano, did not win Kaduna, and we know that he did not win in Port Harcourt. Let justice reign, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
What shall I say unto the Lord? Yes, Lord. All I have to say, thank you, Lord. What shall I say? Thank you, Lord. We can deliver
Amen. You all know I told you that Kolu is going to suffer legitimacy problem, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, even if they go ahead to swear him in as your president in Nigeria. So, obedience. I have told you people, especially those of you one Nigerians, the supporters of the old order, waiting obedient no fit do, no exist. Oh. You need to go to Eastern Nigeria to see how they have destroyed so many politicians that they are beginning to actually act like they care for their people. Sure, you get, this person is a politician running for office, and this is him campaigning. So the people of Eastern Nigeria that are begging, they are begging now. They are begging now. Abi, what do you want me to say? Okay. Obedient.
I greet you. I greet you. I know that you are sherified. Are you not sherified? Okay. Are you obediently sherified? Everybody's obedient.
That is the PDP governorship candidate for Delta States. Obedience that they tell you to gaslight and mock. You have no idea how they are destroying the dreams. You see, everybody that is running to be this or that on APC and PDP all over Nigeria, everywhere they encounter, you see, most of them have had these dreams 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Okay? But you see, all these people with all these dreams, they have served their godfathers. Oh, they have contributed to the destruction of all of the people in their different part of Nigeria. Oh. But I have to be honest with you, yeah? The eastern part of Nigeria is the most shocking. You know what? They retired so many politicians and destroyed so many dreams of so many politicians that some are even yet to agree to actually accept that what is going on is actually happening. Imagine now, somebody will be the accountant general, the auditor general of Rivers State, who is called SIM card Fubara, the man that want to take over from Werewike in Rivers State, the man that Werewike forgot when he decided to go and make a deal with the devil. Fubara begging the people of Rivers State, like this man. He didn't lead. I mean, it's not a knelt down or something, right? He's begging them. Obediency. If you don't get career in politics, see, okay, you can attack them and abuse them, but let me tell you something. They are like they're like bees. If they come for you, that may actually be the end of your career. If you see Sanwoolu running Elter Scatter, a lot of you have no idea what is going on. Rich, wealthy, powerful, are worried that they are going to lose it all because they are facing the obedient in their different part of Nigeria.
So after voting for me, vote. Now election now the candidates. Other people and mama they may exist but the person now the PDP SIM card with the candidate. So we don't Bechi me to mama say na Ariono Otolo Shibeya Mbo 2015 Otolo Shibeya na 2019 Otolo Shibeya na 2023.
Go do dewo beredo duro do ejo now. That's what is going on all over the place now. I mean, it's like it is a sort of a coordinated campaign when people who have the power to rig are appealing and begging people. I don't understand. You can rig, you can do whatever you want. Nigeria is a crime scene, Abi. Tell them to go to court. Why are you begging them? And at the same time, you are calling them names. Abi, do you know what they say about disobedience? If you see the Lagos Abobakus talking about obedient, the Labour Party, calling them Igbo this, Igbo that, and the rest, one of the things that, oh, hang on, I'm coming.
And said they are going to do any Magobago, the result of the next Saturday, we shock them. Let them bring all the battalion from anywhere. They will meet us. And in this case, on this occasion, I want to warn the police because we didn't see the evidence last election. The commissioner of police, the security police, they say they sent 20,000, 30,000 policemen to Lagos, and you are scarcely people, killing people. They fold their hands. They just set Lagos on fire. If you push anybody to the wall, he will resist. So let the security people beware. But you have the people to vote. So Lagos people, Gbadebo is your candidate. And
was okay, sir.
Yes.
Daddy, it's okay. Ẹ sọ ní Yorùbá pé ẹ dìbò fún ọmọ wa nílùú Èkó. Yes.
Ẹ lọ́mọ mi lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ju Gbadebo lọ o. Àmọ́ bàbá ẹ̀, àmọ́ ìyá ẹ̀, àmọ́ ìbọn ẹ̀, àmọ́ àbúrò ẹ̀, àmọ́ bàbá ẹ̀ sùkúù tó lọ. Bàbá ẹ̀ àmọ́. Ìran lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àmọ́ àdèmọ́lé wọn ní bó ṣeré. Àwọn kan wà sáàmù di wọ́n lè jú eré bàbá wọn.
Olu Adebanjo. I mean, sorry, Baba, you Adebanjo rather. So I had to use that, so that I can get on to change the power switch from generator to NEPA, or from NEPA to share you get. So it was a blackout. Where were we? We were talking about the desperation in the people that were so, or should be comfortable, or should I say were comfortable weeks ago, until now. When they have the chance, I think they have the power to rig, but suddenly they have gone into panic mode, making more mistakes, and in fact, campaigning on a xenophobic agenda. We are going to deal with the Igbos after the elections. We are going to deal with all of the Omale Yorubas who betrayed us after the elections, as well as so many other things they are currently doing. Why are they so desperate? Why are you scaring people away? Why are you being hateful? Why are you instigating yourself against yourselves? You want to choose who you think is going to best protect your interest. What do you have to do? You go out there and do it. But a lot of you have spent days and nights on social media threatening this, threatening that, calling people names that this is what will happen, this is what will happen. And we figured out that a lot of you are actually not from Lagos. I wish they could actually send you buses so that you can go and help them make up the number. Sanwoolu Balulenko. What do you think will be your fate? You're going to start crisis or start fight and the rest? What are you going to do? Anyway, I have taken you through what I believe should be informative enough for you to know that all of these things going on right now, you see all this noise, all these attacks, Igbo versus Yoruba, this or that because of Lagos, everything you're going to read, negative thing you're going to read about Yorubas or Igbos, I can tell you this free of charge. The source of all this information are not actually coming from anywhere else. This information and these attacks, these incitements on social media, offline and everywhere, they are coming from the same source. The source that is turning Yorubas into bigots so that they can help them fight their fight and save their jobs and save them save their feeding bottle when they finally get it. This is how they actually treat Yorubas. For real, Yorubas in Lagos. This is actually the picture of everyday Yorubas that is not in their caucus, that is not benefiting from their largesse. This is what the life of an average Lagosian, Yoruba, not Igbo, Yorubas. This is what it feels like. That's exactly those parents of, they were asking that, where are the parents of the people that died in toll gates? Where are their families? You know how dangerous these people are? How evil they are. They were actually waiting for the families of those they killed at Lekki toll gates so that they can come to the public and speak to them like they are asking, and they can then wipe them off, clear all the witnesses, eyewitnesses, and evidence. You know what happened? Many of these families' relatives, they had to go underground. Imagine you seeing the government killed your son, deny it in public, but in private, sending threats to you that if they burn you, will come outside and say it. To the point that only journalists who have been able to convince few of them to grant interviews of what happened to them during the NSAS. And there is none of these videos that exonerated the killers in Lagos. They are so dangerous, more than what you can imagine. Every of their threats and bullying and all that, they are as potent as anything you can come across that could actually scared you to shit. When they started tracing the members of NSAS in Lagos, a lot of them didn't believe that government could trace them by simply looking at they are not using their real names, just alias and then other funny usernames they are using on social media. Tifnumbu and gang, they tracked majority of them down, picked them up. Those they couldn't pick up, they froze their account. All this war, they are behind the scene. While they are using the PR out there to say the government is trying to look into all the problems of the youth. We are going to address all the problems. We're going to fix all the problems. But behind the scene, they are hunting everybody that they could identify with the entire protest. They were hunting them down. So many of them had to run away from Nigeria. Not from Lagos, from Nigeria. That's how dangerous they are. So, you can imagine why they have to go that route. Because the day that the key to Alausa, which is the key to their pot of soup, is taken away from them, you will think these guys lost their first sons, or they have lost their families, and they are the only survivors. It's going to be like a mourning mood for them. So if you see them go out and then all of this, I want to remind you, I'm not saying their propaganda won't work on you or is not already working on you, okay? As you are now watching me, in your own mind right now, to defend Sanwoolu, APC, Egbekegbe's profligacy in Lagos, the looting as well as the mismanagement of the people's resources of Lagos, right? To you right now, you are defending Yoruba. We must fight for Yoruba land. They cannot take our land. Mumu or Daniel or Degidiniel, you have convinced yourself. Yeah, fine. Their propaganda has worked well on you. Whatever I say to you will never make any sense to you. That's fine. Or Daniel, you will soon realize that none of these guys have any, they don't give a shit about Yoruba land. But Yoruba is a valuable, what do you call it? A valuable commodity for them that they can trade with. And your emotion is the key. Now, in your mind, we must defend our land. All of you that are trying, that are not supporting Sanwoolu, you don't know that you are trying to bring Yoruba land down. You will regret it in your life. Nobody is going to regret anything because nobody is coming to take anybody's land. Just don't sell your father's house. Stop selling your family houses, family land. Stop selling everything that normally are the connection you have with the land you call your own. Any small chance. Some of you who have nothing else again. Nobody say being a Lagosian as a Yoruba man gives you any special privilege. Do you have any special privilege? As a Yoruba in Lagos, do you? You don't. Okay? You know you don't. There's no special privilege for you. So the point I'm trying to make is that even if their propaganda has worked or is working on you, okay, I want to remind you, this has nothing to do with Yoruba. Their politics of Lagos has nothing to do with Yoruba's interest. If there's anything about Yoruba's interest, it is actually to free yourselves from the shackles of a freeloader and his family who have been living off your commonwealth and they see it as their inheritance, entitlement. You can take away that entitlement from them. That's up to you. I know they won't let you do it easily, but I will celebrate with you if you can do that. But nevertheless, I am still 100% kind of convinced that it is not because you are willing and ready to slug it out with them and vote them out. The real problem is that it is not going to happen. Yeah? They will do everything to make sure that it doesn't happen. I mean, they will do everything to make sure that Sanwoolu is declared. Same way you are so angry with the way they is a sugar daddy. Tinubu stole your take back Nigeria. Is the same way you're going to react to that of Sanwoolu, because they will not want to fight for it later. They will want you to go to court. But if you manage to pull it off, I will celebrate with you, because you are going to be opening a Pandora. Here, you know what is called Pandora? Pandora box. It will be like, say, a shipwreck that has all its treasure in it, as well as the crew who also died in that shipwreck. Do you know that as you discover it and you are exhuming the bones of the crew from the wreck, so would you be seeing the bones which are going to be like the skeleton? Also, you are also going to get a chance to see where all the treasure are also buried or placed in the wreckage. I don't know if that parable fits in, or illustration of what I just told you right now makes any sense. But what I'm saying is that if they lose the key to Alausa, it will open a Pandora that for years, all of you will just be doing, ha, ha. I didn't know that it is this much, oh. Ha, ABC don't kill us, oh. Hey, did you hear the breaking news? Do you know how much they said they have paid to these individuals? This particular family drawing allocation from Lagos revenue, and you don't even know them. You know Tinubu, you know his family, and some other people, Abi. Once they lose the kokoro to Alausa, shake, oh. It's going to be a series, like Netflix series in Lagos, and I'm up for it. I am up for that. So that is to tell you that that could be your gain from this whole thing. But at the end of the day, it is still Nigeria. Manage your expectation, manage your hope. I have none for Nigeria. I am just the diary. We want people to know why they are believing in Nigeria or why they don't. That's what you find out on this platform. The truth. What you do with them, Omo Yami, is completely your own prerogative. It's yours. I am just going to see you some other time, okay? Sorry I didn't take calls again. So sorry. A lot of you want to call in and say something. I know. I'll do my best next time to make that happen. But before you leave tonight, or if you are just joining us, don't leave. Just move this back and then you can watch from the beginning. I believe it's interesting and educative. Educative enough, informative as well. Just listen to me with an open mind. I don't like the politicians. Their supporters don't like me. Two of us don't pretend. Or if this is your first time on Mayegun's Diary Political, please listen with an open mind. Subscribe if you haven't. And for those who have spent their evening with me as usual, please don't leave without your own offering. Like the video, like the broadcast, share it so that you won't miss it the next time. Good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ ọ́ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bó níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Máyégún Diary political. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Máyégún Diary Náíbì number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Ayé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni. Ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.